State, someone lost their life. This was an officer who had, not only did she have 26 years experience, but remember, she was training another officer. And so that makes it even all the more frightening. But I think it's important to recognize that just because a bill does not pass Congress and make it on the president's desk, it doesn't mean that there's no other avenues to change. You should know that the minute our efforts failed, we did appeal to the administration for them to go as far as they can using their authority to further some of the reforms that we were trying to have passed into legislation.
But what I think about is the ways in which reform are actually playing out in the real world. That you do have more and more juries who are willing to convict police, which didn't used to be so likely, particularly when it was a black victim. But you also have, I hope, more focus on who people are electing to be judge, who people are electing to be attorney general. A lot of times people skip these ballot questions. They go right to president or governor and skip everything below. But some of that stuff below are really important because a lot of these are elected officials who are deciding whether to charge, what to charge, whether to ignore these cases, or whether to put police in this, vice grip with people like what you want to be, mayor, where everybody is all on the same side, and that leaves the victims on the other side.
Exactly right. And I really want to call attention to what the Attorney General was saying, because, he made the point that this is not to discourage people from becoming police officers or remaining in the force. This is about lifting up the profession so that you gain more trust from the public. And thank goodness the verdict is what it is, because you don't want people to be so demoralized that they reject the police. I do have to say, though, that there is another step in this process. There is the sentencing. And I will tell you that, communities across the country will also be afraid that maybe she'll get a slap on the wrist.
Yeah, and that is going to be the next thing, because that has happened in some of these cases as well. And I'm glad you said the most important word there is profession. We wouldn't tolerate preschool teachers losing, having this many people die on their watch, or doctors losing this many people die. Doctors have to have a lot of insurance to make sure they're not killing people, because that's a profession. Policing is a profession. You should be good at it, and at least know your gun from your taser if you want to do it as a profession. Congresswoman Karen Bass, Katie Fang, thank you both. Wishing you both a Merry Christmas. And